I'm Siobhain Allum and I'm the new head here at武定campus at Pao School. I've come here from Sao Paulo. I originally studied law at university and I worked as a lawyer for a few years before I moved to Sao Paulo in Brazil. When I moved to Brazil, I worked in the law for about a year and a half and then I got pregnant with my first child and decided that I would try teaching, which was an opportunity to spend a little bit more time at home and to try a different career. As soon as I started teaching, I realized that that was actually what I really wanted to do. So I began to work my way along a career path in education. I started off at St. Paul's as an ESL teacher. I then became a class teacher in the primary school. I then became head of English, senior tutor, deputy head, before finally becoming principal of the primary school there in 2009. The first one, I think, is to help children develop a really strong knowledge base. We live in an age where we say information is easily accessible everywhere, but actually if you have to go find the information every time you need it, this slows you down. So it's important that we teach them their spelling rules, their times tables, abacus, the periodic table as they get older, because in that way their brains are free to think about more complex issues. I think curiosity is something that we have to instill in our children. We have to make them curious, we have to make them want to know why. Otherwise, they're just very passive recipients of information. This doesn't help them develop their thinking in any way. I also think that passion is important. They're young, they're going to be passionate about a lot of things, we hope. If we get it right, we're going to give them a lot of opportunities to find the things that make them feel passionate. Flexible mindsets are important. The ability to think about something when you're faced with a new experience or new information, a math problem that you've never seen written in a particular way, that the children don't panic. They open their mind, that they remember that they have knowledge from other places, they have information and connections that they can make. Being open-minded is also something that we have to teach our children to embrace. The world is increasingly global. We mix our cultures, we mix experiences from different places in the world. And if our children aren't open to those possibilities, then they're limited. Finally, and probably most importantly, we have to develop good character. We have to help them be good people. Children who are able to empathize with other people, to put themselves in their shoes. They're able to understand that we come to this world with the noble intention of making it better than when we started. And so we want them to develop good character. Has anybody ever swallowed a fly?
No.
I've come close, but I managed to get it out of my mouth in time. So the first book I have is a book called Eyes, Nose, Fingers and Toes. If you voted already, you can't vote again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Join me for tea in my treetop house. When I came to the school last November, I was really impressed with the way that actually the mission and the values of the school were borne out in what I could see around the school. I felt it in the warmth of the people, the genuine welcome that I received. I was able to attend one of the character education assemblies that the mummies put on. There are a group of mums at this school who helped to deliver this curriculum, and it really brought home to me how seriously the school takes the intention to deliver a value-based curriculum to the children. I think the experience so far has been really excellent. We started with a very professional but very warm personal orientation and orientation for new staff into the school. I think the children have been warm and friendly. It's been excellent to see their excited faces, their eagerness to learn. The teachers have been excellent as well, and overall it's been a terrific start. I'm very excited to be here.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you. And to remember that we're much more like one another than we are different to one another. Even if we look different, even if we speak different languages, underneath we're really similar to one another, and that's what we should be connecting to.
The most important thing is to make sure that our teaching and learning is top quality, and all of the priorities that I have will essentially feed into making sure that we are delivering a first-class curriculum and educational experience for our children. I think it's really important to make sure that by the end of the academic year, they are better in every sense than they were at the start. Better educated, better people, happier and more excited. And so I will be spending a lot of time with the teachers, looking at the curriculum that we use and making sure that it is the most effective, seeing what happens in classrooms, making sure that teaching is at its most effective. I think first of all, after my many years of experience in primary education, I want to say to parents, make sure that you give your children the possibility of enough time to relax and enjoy being children. I think good routines really help to make this possible. If you put structures in place, then you're able to make sure that the children have a balanced life. Parents can work with school really effectively if they share concerns that they have. I think parents need to remember that we are here to make sure that their child's experience at school is as happy and as effective as possible. And we can do that well if we work together.